Okay, thanks so much, Pete. That was great. I love that we have all these ways to talk about emotions and then all these tools to release our emotions. It's just so important. So now I want to talk about journaling. So journaling is powerful. It's a simple act, right? And it really does improve your health and well-being. So when you put the pen to paper, fingers to the computer keyboard, or whether you're, recording on a recorder, you can significantly change your health. There are countless scientists that have done studies on the effects of journaling, and they found evidence to support that it supports us mentally and physically. So I want to talk about some of those. So one of the biggest benefits to journaling relates to mental health. So when you take the time to write things down, you write your thoughts down, the emotions, you begin reducing symptoms of anxiety, depression, and distress because you're putting your thoughts on paper. When you have a place to express your feelings and experiences. And a result of that, you're going to start to understand what's causing your issues and you can unload any emotional baggage. So it's very freeing. This will significantly improve your mental health and also lift your mood. So journaling doesn't just improve mental health, it also boosts your physical health as well. So researchers have conducted numerous studies on this topic, and they have found that writing about your feelings and day-to-day life can actually strengthen your immune system. Makes you feel really confident and more solid. So people who journal have a stronger immune system and therefore combat disease better. Stress also plays a significant role in physical health as well. So when your body is constantly under stress, you lower immune functioning, right? And you put a strain on your heart and other body systems. So stress might not seem like a big deal, but it can lead to many health issues down the line and over time. So that's why you want to start journaling. When you journal, you reduce your levels of stress and you start to feel calmer. Really, the less stress you feel, the better your health will be. So a great boost of journaling is that it improves your memory function. So when you sit down and recall your day, you strengthen your memories. You also use your mind to think about events and reason through them. So your memory benefits from journaling. So keep journaling and your memory will get stronger and stronger. And then emotions. We're in the emotions camp right now. So let's talk about journaling emotions. For anyone, emotions can be a challenge to deal with. And you really aren't always aware of why you feel certain things. So, and then here's the thing, you can't always control how you react to circumstances, right? So, but when you start a journal, you change this and you begin to control and cope with emotions better. So journaling doesn't stop you from feeling anything. It merely gives you the tools to cultivate a better awareness of yourself. When you're more mindful of your emotions, you can regulate and begin to take control of your life. So in turn, you gain more confidence, a better understanding of your own identity, and that really does improve your overall well-being. So now I want to talk about, grab your journal, write the date on top, write a word down, maybe write a paragraph. You choose how you start with your journal. I want to talk a little bit about, just guide a little bit on if you wanted to talk, through emotions in your journal. So the first thing you do when you're talking about your emotions is name the emotion. So we have a lot that goes on in our minds and our heads and what we think, but if you put a name to that emotion, it will help you so much more. And you'll be able to really understand the situation that fueled that emotion. So, right, whether that emotion is joy or fear or sadness, it's really important to name it. Next thing to do is really think of the behaviors or actions that emotion caused you to take. So, you maybe call this like, human nature, right? So we act in response to emotions. So sometimes it leads to just beautiful expressions of love, gratitude, or joy, but other times it means giving, sadness or fear or anger. So you want to write that down and you want to think of, what did that emotion make you do, right? What did it cause you to do? Next thing you want to write down is, was that emotion appropriate to the situation? So we call this checking the facts, or, did your emotional response match with the circumstances that caused them? And this is just really a lot of, your self-reflection, right? And trying to see like, how did I react to a certain situation and what emotion came out of me? So was it appropriate? Did you did you think of the scale of your response, right? Maybe consider, thinking through like, what other ideas, that what you would have had if you didn't respond in the way you did. And then you really want to think through, was that situation something that you need to tolerate? Or is there a problem that you need to solve there? And how will you solve that? So if the emotion wasn't such a positive one, you have a decision to make, right? What are you going to do about it? So for situations you can change, you can make an action plan, right? You can, have honest conversations and think through how you can change what happened there. In some circumstances, however, emotions are really out of our control. The situation's out of our control. And in this case, it's really wise to just embrace the concept of, um, you know, get like distress tolerance. So that is our capacity to withstand difficult emotions. So consider what healthy coping mechanisms you have at your disposal. Like, will that be better self-care? Maybe time with good friends? What are you going to do to cope when that emotion happens again? Because you need to take care to implement something that will work, keep your mind healthy and your body healthy. So you need to be able to understand and cope with that emotion. So if, anytime like you have that happening, you need to have those special things that you do. Maybe it's taking a walk, maybe it's taking some slow breaths. Write down what you did. Write down what you did to combat that emotion, because part of journaling is being able to go back and look and see how you had an emotion and how you reacted to it, and maybe what you would do differently or the same next time. So this is just great. I mean, I really hope that everyone grabs a journal, starts writing down, just a few words a day, maybe just a few thoughts, right? Because it's really going to help you. It's going to help you connect to your values, your emotions, your goals, help you with that mental clarity and focus on your life. It helps you understand yourself, helps you improve insight and understanding to how you are and who you are and what's going on around you. Journals also help you track your overall development. So, life happens and, a lot of things happen, but if we don't take the time to stop and look around at what's happening to us in each moment, we don't get, we kind of get to a point in life where we're like, how did that happen? Right. So you really want to write that down. You want to be able to look back at this. And journals overall, they facilitate personal growth. So the best thing about journal writing is that no matter what you end up writing about, it's hard not to grow from it, right? You're putting your thoughts down, you're investing in yourself. And when you journal and invest in yourself, you become better. And you realize that when you go through the exercises, that you can control more and more of what goes on inside your body, outside your body. And that's what we say. You're really at a point of owning your life. So keep track of your emotions, journal them, and just be really intentional about being healthy and happy. And when you're getting those emotions that are not allowing you to be healthy or happy, then take stock in them and find ways to cope with them and find ways to get through them, because that's the most amazing feeling ever. But thank you all for listening to why and how we journal. I am now going to pass it over to Victoria, and she's going to tell us about tapping.